Kenny, we'll be back some more. And
Ain't no World Cup, the last at Rose Hill, the Clarence Skin Care Superfecta, but it's still a punting medium, Kenny. Lloyd Williams and Kerry Packer have been racing horses in recent years in joint ownership. I noticed they've got two imported gallopers in this. Number one, Nay Ritzy from Ireland and Valiant End from Great Britain. Do you think they might need a little more time, these two?
I'm pretty sure they will, John. They've had a bit of success, the boys, horses like Drought and Major Drive, but I doubt if these two will be winning this race. I think it's Constant Kingdom is the horse to beat, but there's been a couple backed in the betting ring. I'll tell you about them. Number one, Nay Ritzy, one of the horses John spoke of, is at 20 to 1. Just Trish at 7 to 1. She's held a place well in the market. 25 Copper Tonic, 66 Mount Bank, 14 Valiant End. The Brotherhood is at 33 to 1. Impresetto, he's held his place well in the market into about 11 to 1 on the tote, a point or two shorter with bookies. Crude Offer is at 16 to 1, Regal Chiller at 16 to 1, 100 Emperor's Fury, Strike Regal. Now he's been very well backed. He's into 6 to 1 on the tote. That's all he is with bookies. Constant Kingdom is favourite, showing $4.10, just over 3 to 1. Old Flowers is at 7.5 to 1. Single Seal at 6 to 1. Tony's Mistake at 25, and Transcriber at 200 to 1. I'm on Constant Kingdom. I'm a little bit scared of the money for Strike Regal. Here's Johnny.
This time last year, Ken, Strike Regal won the Wyong Cup, ridden by the globe-trotting jockey Gary Willett, so he might be a horse who finds a bit of form late winter, early spring. They're very seasonal things, racehorses, there's no doubt about it. Now, the last couple have moved up, and the starter Billy Dale is on his stand, and they're about set for the last of the day. There's one rearing wide out. A couple of gatemen going in to render assistance. Now the line steadies down, gates open, and they're off and running, and Impresetto missed the start very badly. He stayed in the gate and missed it by about 3 lengths or more, and beginning very quickly, Tony's Mistake towards the outsiders bounced out in front of Strike Regal. Copper Tonic began well with Emperor's Fury and Mounty Bank, followed by Single Seal, who's out very wide in the early stages. Just Trish about midfield, and then Cruth Offer, followed by Nay Ritzy. Old Flowers is trapped out very deep in the early part. A good gap then to Impresetto, making ground after that slow start, followed by the Brotherhood and Transcriber. Regal Shalar went back to be second last, and Constant Kingdom is last of all in the run to the first turn. At the 900 metres mark and rushing around the outside, Single Seal takes the lead from Tony's Mistake, with Emperor's Fury third. Running fourth on the rail, Strike Regal, followed by Mounty Bank and Copper Tonic between horses, and then Valiant End. Cruth Offer cluttered up near the fence, and moving around the outside is Nay Ritzy. At the head of the others, Regal Shalar, followed by Impresetto, Transcriber, Just Trish and the Brotherhood, and Constant Kingdom is last on the turn. Into the straight now, Single Seal led from Tony's Mistake and Emperor's Fury. Behind those, Strike Regal under the whip as they turn for home, followed by Cruth Offer, and further back is Copper Tonic and Regal Shalar as they come to the 200, where Single Seal burst to the lead. Single Seal dash clear now. In second place, Tony's Mistake. Constant Kingdom through the ruck now is coming out after the leader. This will be a Burnborough performance if he can win. Can he make it? Single Seal is stopping. Look at Constant Kingdom. He's come from a 1,000,000 to 1 spot on the turn to win. An amazing win. Constant Kingdom beats Single Seal. Now third's close. Impresetto and Regal Shalar are in a photo with Tony's Mistake, and then Just Trish and Cruth Offer, the Brotherhood, followed by Nay Ritzy, and then Copper Tonic, Old Flowers, Transcriber, Mounty Bank, Valiant End, and the last couple are Strike Regal and Emperor's Fury. A Burnborough finish by Constant Kingdom, whose right price on the home turn looked about 100 to 1. Constant Kingdom, number 12, tote odds of $4.10 and $2. And what a great tipping performance from Kenny Callender today. Ricochet Rosie, High Regard, Constant Kingdom, 3 out of 4, and some very juicy prices amongst them too. Congratulations to you, Ken. Number 14, second, Place Dividend, $2.50. Not sure about third, maybe Impresetto, number 7, $4.20, but there are a couple of others in there. And that's all from our part of Wide World of Sports. Hope you're back to a few winners, a break, and then the show resumes.
Race 8, the Clarence Super, or the Clarence Welter Superfecta over 1,500 metres. And congratulations once again this afternoon to our man Kenny Callender. He's made it 3 out of 4 tips. First, number 12, Kenny's tip, Constant Kingdom, which paid on the New South Wales TAB $4.10 and $2. Second, number 14, Single Seal, $2.50, and Impresetto, number 7, was third, paying $4.20. VFL news, and the full-time hooter has gone. The winners, Hawthorn, Geelong, Fitzroy and Essendon. At VFL...
Bisque made a winning return to the races today, scoring in the Group 2 Chirnside Stakes. Colin Hayes trained mare is soon to be sent to stud. Today she zoomed around Caulfield, beating Disputed Pearl and Vain Valeric, with eye-catching runs turned in from Petrero and Sea Brigand. Punters were pretty close to the mark all day. First went to Curatash at 5-2 over Believable at 3s, with the favourite New Display third at 13-8. Race 2 and a first-up win to Mrs. Selleck at 13-2 over Royalty Lass and Livingston Daisy. The third was won by Ark Regal, also first up from a spell at 4s, beating the favourite Tango Master 11-4, Palais Boy third at 3-1. Race 4 won by Rare Chance, starting equal favourite at 3s, made it 3 in a row over Toykayo and Panorama Grey. Race 5, the Chirnside Stakes.
Still a length and a half in front of Vain Valeric, Disputed Pearl and Sea Brigand out late, but Scarlet Bisque is the leader, nearing the line. Disputed Pearl trying to reach it, but Scarlet Bisque hangs on strongly, and Scarlet Bisque wins 3/4. Disputed Pearl, 2 lengths Vain Valeric third, and Petrero flash.
Scarlet Bisque scored well at 2-1 over Disputed Pearl 20s and Vain Valeric at 33-1. Lucky Poppy was 6-4 in the 6th.
Coming with a Little Ripper hit the front with 150 metres to go. Lucky Poppy responding gamely now. Lucky Poppy races up to Little Ripper and then Velvet Song. It's Lucky Poppy and Little Ripper. Lucky Poppy put her head in front and won. Lucky Poppy beat Little Ripper, and third is Velvet Song.
And that made it 5 out of 5 in Australia for Lucky Poppy, the 6-4 favourite, as we go to the second leg of the double.
Then our Watchman, but with 150 to go. Expected Journey 2.5, Darrowby Lad. Then King's Onyx and our Watchman. It's Expected Journey in front. Darrowby Lad trying to reach him, but Expected Journey is holding on and wins. Expected Journey from Darrowby Lad by a length. Second horse, a big run. 3 lengths away, third, our Watchman. Then...
And Expected Journey survived a protest from Darrowby Lad to score at 8-1, with our Watchman third at 7-2, and the smart Tasmanian won the last.
Parenthesis running home fairly well down the outside, but Side Eston nicely clear, 100 metres to go. He's gone 3 or 4 lengths in front of Parenthesis and tricked them, and Side Eston's going on to win well. Side Eston wins again by about 2 lengths. Tricked them might have held on for second in front of Parenthesis in a photo, and then Royal...
And that made it 2 out of 2 in Victoria for Side Eston at 4s over Trick Them 9s in Parenthesis at 8-1. Surrealism finished last at 7-4 favourite. Daily double today, 9 and 5, $20.50. Extra 3 and 2, $14.85. The quadrella, $205.05. And the quad extra, 9, 3, 5 and 4, paid $317.70. And that's all in sport tonight. Thanks, Peter.
Thank you, Greg. Well, we've had some isolated showers. Well, a very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Roy.
Morning, Bill. Good day's racing for the opening of the Wait for Age season out there yesterday.
Great day's racing, and punters, once again, they had a very good day, I would say.
Pretty well to the fore, weren't they? Apart from Pro Say Expected Journey, the rest of them were either favourites or second or third favourite.
Yeah.
Reasonably short odds, and that Caulfield track continues to amaze me, as does Sandown at present, because, you know, we had a bit of rain overnight in the car park. When you got out of your car, there was plenty of water about, and I think everyone was expecting a very heavy track there yesterday, and after the second or third race, it was upgraded from heavy to slow, and times were true to that. Horses winning on the outside, coming down the inside, you know, so overall, I thought it was a very good day's racing, and once again, Scarlet Bisque proved that she's probably the fastest 1,000-metre horse.
And ran 60 seconds under the conditions.
Exactly, under the conditions was very good, wasn't it?
I think the VATC committee over the past have copped a lot of flack for their track. I think now is the time for us all to congratulate them, because they have done a very good job, and I think everybody was, as Roy has pointed out, was delighted with the state of the track yesterday at Caulfield. And young Stephen King continued on in his merry way. He's riding well.
He's a very good rider. He's well, he's got racing in his blood. His father, Albie King, was a good jockey.
Very competent jockey.
And he's with Johnny Marr, and Johnny Marr's not only a very astute horseman and trainer, but he's also very astute with his staff. And he's only got 1.5 kilos left. He's not going to last long with the 1.5 the way he's going, but he just seems to have so much natural ability that I think he'll go straight ahead with it. Once he's out of his claim, I don't think trainers will be having much hesitancy in wanting to put him on their horses.
No, and Stephen, if you're watching this morning, Roy and I would love to lose our 1.5, even if you wouldn't like to lose yours. Let's have a look at the first. And the result of the first race, Curatash first at 5-2, Believable 3s, New Display 13-8 favourite. They're all well ridden. Curatash was just too strong on the day. Second race on the card, And here Mrs. Selleck returning to racing at 13-2, scored a good win, Roy, from Royalty Lass in Livingston Daisy. And Angels Fly the favourite every possible chance.
Yes, an impressive win by Mrs. Selleck. We go back to the autumn, and she was a very promising filly in the autumn. I think she ran second to Ganser in the Blood Horse Breeders at Flemington. Always has shown good ability and first up from a spell, but looking at her in the mounting yard yesterday, Brian Ralph had trained to perfection for a first up go.
The third race, and Arc Regal at 4-1, scored a good win, scored easily from Tango Master, 11-4 favourite, and Palais Boy 3-1. They were the three that were in commission.
And once again, Arc Regal showed a lot of promise during the autumn, racing against the better quality 2-year-olds, and first up from a spell, he just proved too good. Tango Master, good run, very good run under the circumstances. He worked hard, he covered a bit of ground, and they beat the rest of them pretty easy. So, and we do know the winner is a pretty fair horse.
Terry McAuliffe of 3UZ is your caller as we look at the first leg now of the quadrella.
Out Bogan Chief being passed by Garum, We Are the World, Insolent Pride and Private Enterprise. On the turn, the leader was still at the moment Panorama Grey by a length, the Trendy Bay. Wider out, Rare Chance, Toy Keo joining in. Foxwise back to the inside, then Beat the Habit. 200 out, Rare Chance coming at Panorama Grey. Toy Keo joining in. Rare Chance reached the lead. Panorama Grey going with it, and Toy Keo the outside. Rare Chance just in front though, and Rare Chance wins again. Wins by about a head. Toy Keo
Rare Chance, three's favourite from Toykeo, the Bolter and Panorama Grey.
Bit of a story behind Rare Chance. It was purchased at the Dandenong Market for about $500. I think that very good little steeplechaser, River Amos, was purchased there for about $600.
It's always a good place to shop, the Dandenong Market.
Well, maybe we'll see Bart Cummings and Tommy Smith there next year.
That might be the place. Let's have a look at the weight for Aid Scarlet Bisque, heavily backed favourite.
Well back Potrero with Plush Embassy and Ideal Centre Man last. On the turn, Scarlet Bisque in front. On the outside, Vain Valeric went up to be second, then Boardwalk Angel. Wider out, joining in now, Disputed Pearl, then further back, Straight Cash, then Fighting Man, and out wide, Zebra Gambit. 200 out, Scarlet Bisque the leader. Clark goes for home, she booted 2 in front. Disputed Pearl ran to second, then Vain Valeric and Zebra Gambit. The leader, Scarlet Bisque. Disputed Pearl coming at her, but Scarlet Bisque will hang on. She wins a half length, Disputed Pearl.
Scarlet Bisque, 2-1 favourite, Disputed Pearl, Vain Valeric, and Roy, I did like the run of Potrero.
Yes, he got into a little bit of trouble early, just shortly after jumping. A couple of horses brushed. He seemed to come out of it worst. And he got back and he appeared to get a bit lost his first time around Caulfield. Got home to the line very nice. The other horse, from a Cup's point of view, Sea Brigand.
Oh, yeah.
Nice run. Another horse that got a little bit lost early and got into a little bit of trouble. I just like the way he finished off, and we know he's a good horse. He won the Adelaide Derby, and he looks as though he's on the way back.
Lucky Poppy, they've still to catch up, beating it to the post when it's got to the post.
And the widest runner for home will be Little Ripper. Lucky Poppy needs a run, and likewise coming to the outside now was Velvet Song with Game Duchess. Top of the straight, 350 out. The leader, Young Chloe from Peaceful Lily. Here's Little Ripper joining in quickly, and wider out now, Lucky Poppy with Velvet Song. 200 out, Little Ripper reached the lead. Lucky Poppy and Velvet Song are going to be the challengers. Lucky Poppy raced up to Little Ripper, then Velvet Song. On the outside, Lucky Poppy just in front. She keeps her unbeaten record in Australia intact. Lucky Poppy's just...
Oh, it needed plenty of vigour to get Lucky Poppy to the line in front of Little Ripper there, Roy.
Yes, G. Hall at his best. You know, it's a bit hard to take the short odds, Lucky Poppy, after the circumstances been surrounding its last 2 or 3 runs. Twice scratched at the barrier, and then on Thursday morning was checked by the VRC vet at the track at Flemington. It's got an ungainly action when it's walking and trotting, and it does appear and give the impression that it is sore, but it seems a natural gait for it. Once it starts to move along, it's perfect. I think we can relate back to the great Galilee. We used to call him Charlie Chaplin. He used to walk around like that, and but this, you know, unbeaten now in racing here in Victoria.
I had one I raced with the late Michael Pitt called Wan's Hope. It only ever won a maiden, I think, but twice it was taken out at Moonee Valley because of its peculiar action. There was nothing really wrong with it.
Yeah, well, I see this one down at Flemington, and it does have a very shuffly, ungainly looking action, but can gallop.
The 7th race, and boy was it rough. Great ride here, Stephen King.
Rita King's Crest, Star Boy dropping out, then Delaware Boy, Forget Trismo and Noble Aura. On the turn, and Expected Journey went for home and he booted away 3 in front. Running to second, King's Onyx. G. Darrowby Lads come with a big run. It continues to make ground. Wider out on the track, then Our Watchman and then Alternate. The leader though, Expected Journey with a big break. Darrowby Lad trying to pick him up, then King's Onyx and Our Watchman out wide. The leader getting tired, Expected Journey. Darrowby Lad coming at him there, clear of Our Watchman, but it'll hang on. Expected Journey by a length. Darrowby Lad a big run.
Protest lodged and dismissed. Expected Journey at 8 to 1. Mind My Boy never really dangerous.
No, he struggled all the way, probably just gone over the top.
Here's the last on the program from Caulfield.
The outside Sideston went up easily to be second. 2 away Clarion Call. Surrealism's under some pressure. Wider out on the track then, trying to make some ground now as they turn for home was What a Performance, but into the straight. Parenthesis now getting to fourth. Sideston beat off Trick Them. Running on Parenthesis and Cromedy Lad the bolter down the outside, but 200 out the former Tassie Galloper Sideston. Shot 2.5 in front of Parenthesis and Trick Them. Then Cromedy Lad and Royal Malcolm making ground late, but Sideston very impressive. He wins by 3 lengths. Second's pretty tight. Trick Them the inside might.
Sideston 4 to 1 winning the last. The favourite Surrealism finished at the tail of the field. Let's check the extra double yesterday from Caulfield, 14.85, 3 and 2. The daily double, 9 and 5, $20.50. The quadrella 2935, $205.05, and the quad extra for the numbers 9354, $317.70. Next Saturday, Roy.
Yes, it's the big one at Moonee Valley with the continuation of our Weight for Age racing, the Diabetes Manicato Stakes. It'll be good racing. There's some very good horses coming for the race, and I think we're in for a pretty exciting carnival again.
Well, we trust that you're able to go to the Valley. The Irish jumping riders will be there. It's going to be a great day. Collingwood, they've got to win today and they've got to win the next 3 to stay in the 5. The panel will be here shortly to tell you if they can.